Oh man, got my bows, got my bass, got my hat, and everything is philosophy. Everything is philosophy. I'm going to talk about bows, which is part of philosophy, but I also want to say that I feel bad that I didn't realize that Varg's channel was taken down 6 months ago. Now, you may not agree with him. I don't agree with everything Varg says, but like they say, I might not like what you say, but I will fight for your right to say it. That is part of free speech. And we seem to live in this world now where people, I don't like what you're saying, therefore it's hate speech, therefore your voice should be silent. Stuff like that happened in Nazi Germany with book burnings and people being tormented and followed and attacked because other people didn't like their views. That's the point of having, a free country, is that everyone has a right, to their opinion. I think it's distressing that we're living in an age now where, if somebody doesn't like your opinion, they can deem it hate speech and shut you down. That's ridiculous. The second thing I want to get into is I mentioned in the past, my previous two videos, this thing called COPPA, COPPA, and apparently, I don't quite understand it. I don't get the theory of it. Is that whenever you download a YouTube video now, you have to click a box, which I haven't done, that states that this video is not for children, because if children under 13 or younger, under 13, watch it, you are violating their privacy, and therefore you can be fined this exorbitant amount of money, $42,320 or something, by the FTC, Federal Trade Commission. I don't get it. How we have to shun 13-year-old kids, and in many cases, like making bows and playing music is stuff that you should encourage kids to say, but in this weird world, this weird modern world where you have to be careful of what you say, even though it's wholesome. I mean, what do I talk about in the past? Medicinal plants, playing music, making bows and arrows. That stuff should be encouraged, within our younger community, but apparently if kids watch our videos, you're going to be fined $42,000. $42,320. They should have tacked on like 59 cents. But that is my rant for today. I don't understand the cope. If you have to be 13 to have a YouTube account, then I don't know. It's just silly. Anyway, bows and philosophy, bowstrings, you're not going to find two loops on my strings. I'm actually going to mail out two bows today, one for Steve and one for Jerry in Montana. And both of them to some degree have to require you to be an active participant in your stringing. Look at this, there's no knots. This is Steve's string. No knots, no loops or anything. So Steven, this is the bow assembly, part one. And the bottom limb, which has my name on it there, and other stuff, a number, will be always on the bottom. It's slightly stiffer than the upper limb, but that notwithstanding, the bottom one, look at that, there's no loop there, but there is a stopper knot. You will, and I'm going to undo it, so you have to do it on your own. Hopefully you can see this. A timber hitch. Look at this. I'm going to start a proto loop. Then I'm going to go along so that string, the fall, goes through that little loop. And I'm going to go grab it through the hole. It doesn't matter. And you just go around. This is a timber hitch. And you can Google timber hitch like that. And all it does is it makes a slip loop. And I want to have that. There is a knot on that string there, just a stopper knot. Not knot. Keeps it from sliding through. You will take that string assembly, tighten it. And the reason I like this is behind me is an old longbow that has a sinew string. I use a lot of natural fiber strings, usually sinew. And this is the way you operate a sinew bowstring. Look at that. So I've got a loop there. Timber hitch. Now, I don't know how to get to the brace height. You have to estimate. I'm going to go for 5 inches. That ends on the ground. There's a famous picture of a Mojave Indian stringing a bow like this. And so knee right in the center of the handle, flex it, looking at your bow. How you make this knot, just go to how to string and unstring a paddle bow. A little less. And it's going to loosen up a little bit. Boink. And there we go. Minimal brace height, 4.5 to 5, less than 5 inches. But there we go. There's a beautiful little bow, all strung. And to undo it, to undid it, because it has the sinew collars here, you just over the top. Now normally with my paddle bows you'd have a loop and you could just make it bigger and slide it up from the base, but this has a collar there. And I'm just going to put it in the storage position, the rest position. There we go. That is that. And this one, the string relaxed a little bit. Jerry, I would keep it about 5 inches. Brace height here, it relaxed a little bit. I may just undo the string and have you do it. You know, but this one has, again, a loop right up there, and to unstring it, you just like a regular bow, and to string it, you just do the reverse. However, let's get that brace height up. I am going to undo this thing, because you actually have to tie that knot at the bottom. Oop. Put that there. I put the loop through the upper one. Got my string here. Ah. Make sure it's still in the string grooves. Yeah, that looks good. You can see I'm like, not precise. It needs to be 4.9783, 2.5 inches of brace height. That'll work. That's going to keep it from stinging your wrist. And to unstring it, oh, I keep flipping this. You probably don't know what I'm doing. The name is right here. That means it's the bottom limb, as they say in England, the bottom limb. And I'm just there. If you're outside and you don't want to get your bow in the dirt, just take your VAR cat off and put it down there and put that tip there on the ground upon the hat. Next up, if a 13 or younger kid happens to like sneak and watch my videos to see how to tie bowstrings, oh my, the world's gonna end. You should also get into music, and I've been having fun. Go to YouTube, which you are currently on, and look up blues, like Blues Clues, blues backing tracks. And they have just like person in the beginning playing the guitar, showing, you know, some hints and tricks, and then just chording and stuff like that, so you can play along. And I've been having a blast just kind of plunking along on one of these things. If you do not have an electric bass at the moment, I encourage you to get one. Because the fun thing is, it's kind of simple. You don't have to do some Stevie Ray Vaughan stuff. You can just play, you know, like the root of each chord. You know, along with the music, and as you get better, you can just play along and make stuff up. It's a lot of fun. I lost 3 hours last night just plunking along to blues backing tracks with this little Hofner bass, which, by the way, I used some bow technology. You remember a long time ago I had taken the finish off the neck because it looks like a cello, and cellos don't have finish on the neck, and I didn't like it because it was too blonde here, so I wound up taking my arrow dye, black and then black cherry, and darkening the wood, and it's nice because it puts some streaks into it, and then also finished it up so I wouldn't get the arrow dye on my hand when I'm a little bit of Helmsman spar urethane varnish on there, and so I am pleased. I think that Those tray nice. The back of that. How can you not pick it up and play it with that flame, that maple flame? It's a beauty. That is all. I'm gonna finish my coffee. Get these two bows packed up and sent out today, and then work on some stuff at that place.